Good evening, welcome to the news on Rup-Eng-News. We take this opportunity to wish you a joyous, peaceful, prosperous New Year.
A very happy New Year to all of you. I'm Chamindi Samarasekara.
I'm Manoj Hettiarachi.
Sinhala and Tamil people celebrated the New Year on a grand scale today. The New Year was dawned at the auspicious time of 1:29 a.m. Sri Lankans who are living in an agricultural society celebrated the dawn of the Surya Mangalya since ancient times. The month of Bak, which is considered as a prosperous month, was a period that enriched the people with their harvests. This national festival, which started by paying gratitude to the sun god who provided the prosperity, is also considered as the beginning of a new year. The New Year festival is also a cultural festival highlighting national unity. Sirilakapiri Aurudu Siri, depicting New Year celebrations of the people countrywide, was telecast on Rup-Eng-News from yesterday. The live telecast was brought from Carlton residence in Tangol, Polonnaruwa, Lebanon and Rup-Eng-News Corporation premises. The custom of lighting the hearth at the auspicious time of 4:06 a.m. today was conducted at Carlton residence in Tangol with the participation of President Mahinda Rajapaksa, First Lady Madam Shanti Rajapaksa and family members. The custom of transactions and partaking of meals in the new year was conducted clad in copper color facing south.
உங்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் இனிய புத்தாண்டு வாழ்த்துக்கள்.
Rup-Eng-News Corporation Chairman Mohan Samaranayaka and the staff conducted New Year transactions at corporation premises at the auspicious time. New Year customs were conducted at Pidrutalagala Rup-Eng-News Centre. New Year customs were conducted at the Sri Lankan Embassy in Lebanon. Minister Dilan Pereira was the chief guest.
President Mahinda Rajapaksa says that the opportunity created to celebrate the New Year within a disciplined and cultured society is a relief for everyone. Issuing a message to mark the New Year festival, the President notes that the great cultural heritage enriched with Sinhala customs of the New Year should be gifted to future generations. The New Year is Sri Lanka's biggest cultural festival conducted from times immemorial. It reminds us about the wonder of the earth linked to the activity of the sun. Sri Lankans nurtured by an agrarian lifestyle received the New Year meaningfully and gained delight and enjoyment, says President Mahinda Rajapaksa in a Sinhala Hindu New Year message. The message said the true happiness of the New Year is safeguarded by a verdant, free and independent country. The sacrifices we have made to build a prosperous and disciplined country offers us great consolation. The enthusiasm currently shown by the people to fulfill New Year customs and traditions as never before is a cause of pride and happiness to us all. The family bonds built due to the New Year customs and traditions help to further strengthen Sri Lankan society. Therefore, we should all follow age-old New Year customs and traditions and bestow our treasured heritage on the future generations. It is through this that the nation's existence will get stabilized. The President wishes everyone a happy and a prosperous New Year.
President Mahinda Rajapaksa has fulfilled the New Year financial transaction custom at the Tangol People's Bank branch today. According to astrology, the auspicious time for starting work, exchange of dealings and partaking of food was at 7:05 a.m. today. This was done facing south and dressed in copper color. Several children who passed in 2012 Year 5 scholarship examination received trilingual electronic dictionaries from the President. The President fulfilled the custom of financial transactions at Tangol Bank of Ceylon branch. The President visited the residence of Speaker Chamal Rajapaksa and extended his well wishes to family members. Tamil people countrywide, including the northeast, celebrated the New Year, giving priority to religious customs. Deva pujas were conducted in all Hindu kovils during the period of meritorious acts. The customs of Hindu devotees was to conduct pujas before gods to obtain blessings for New Year. Before fulfilling these customs, they were used to bath holding a medicine called Marutu near over the head, and after that clad in new clothes. This was aimed at depicting their purity. All houses of Tamil people were used to create beautiful designs titled kolam on the floor, which was cleaned by them. The hearth is prepared on the middle of such creations. A special milk rice named Pongal is prepared at the auspicious time. New Year transactions, worshipping elders, visiting the houses of neighbors, carrying New Year sweet meats and traditional New Year games were the cultural gifts of Tamil society. There was a similarity of conducting all these customs by Sinhala and Tamil communities. Accordingly, the dawn of the New Year becomes a cultural festival symbolizing the national unity.
The auspicious time for anointing oil will dawn at 6:41 a.m. tomorrow. The oil anointing state ceremony will be held at the Katragama Kirivehera Rajamaha Viharaya under the patronage of President Mahinda Rajapaksa. According to astrology, the head should be anointed with a mixture of wood apple leaves and oil, clad in white, while facing the east, standing on imbul leaves under a canopy of wood apple leaves. The Department of Ayurveda has announced that the mixture of oil for anointing has already been distributed among 10,000 temples and 15,000 traditional physicians. It is being jointly organized by the Ministry of Indigenous Medicine and the Department of Ayurveda. The state festival of anointing oil will take place under the directions of the chief priest of the Katragama Kirivehera Rajamaha Viharaya, the Venerable Dr. Alutbaba Soratatera. The auspicious time to leave for employment falls at 7:42 a.m. on Wednesday, April 17th. According to astrology, it is preferable to leave for work after partaking milk rice mixed with jaggery and dressed in light green color facing the south.
Sri Lankans celebrated the New Year with peace, harmony and brotherhood. They expressed happiness, claiming that they have been able to enjoy the peace, reconciliation in the New Year. The fear psychosis era, where the people had to lead uncertain lives due to suicide bomb attacks, is now no more. Sinhala and Tamil people lived in mutual brotherhood since ancient times. They have great cultural values which cannot be separated from each other. Under this setup, the New Year customs get a pride of place among the two communities. Sinhala and Tamil people commemorate the dawn of the New Year, giving priority to religious observances at the auspicious times. Various powers had tried to break the historic unity among Sinhala and Tamil communities. Tiger terrorism in the north was one such tragedy. All communities are enjoying brotherhood as one nation after ending terrorism in the motherland. However, dark shadows of tiger terrorism are still emerging in various places in the island. Dark shadows of tiger terrorists have fallen on several western countries as well. The living with brotherhood by all communities in the country is an example to the whole world despite such challenges. Several people told Rup-Eng-News that the New Year cultural festival celebrated today was an historic juncture which depicted this brotherhood of all communities. Sinhala and Tamil people celebrated the New Year with great happiness. The two communities commemorated the New Year with brotherhood, peace and amity.
The National New Year Festival, titled Siri Lakapiri Aurudu Siri, the most colourful and grand festival in the field of local television, was held at the historic Pulatisipura Seva Mukta Mahavidyalaya premises today. The inaugural ceremony of the New Year Festival of Rupa-Vahini, which added dignity and value to Pulatisipura, was held opposite the Parakrama Samudraya. Water sports were conducted at the Parakrama Samudraya, marking the start of the New Year Festival. Deputy Ministers Siripala Gamlat, Chandrasiri Surya Rachi, the Chairman Rupa-Vahini Corporation, Mohan Samranayaka, and Chief Executive Gamini Rasaputra were the chief guests. Mr. Gamini Rasaputra said that there was a special reason to select historic Polonnaruwa as the venue of the national festival. He added that Rupa-Vahini is conducting the National New Year Festival in Polonnaruwa. Earlier, it was difficult to hold New Year festivals in these areas, considered as border villages. Today, everything has changed. Rupa-Vahini held a New Year festival in Munaragala and is planning to conduct this festival in Ampara, Tricomali next year.
යුද සමයේ මායින් ගම්මාන ලෙස හැඳින්වුණු ප්‍රදේශ හැටියට සලකලා අපි 30 අවුරුදු යුද්ධය තියෙන අවස්ථාවේ ජාතික රූපවාහිනියට මේ ප්‍රදේශවලට මෙවැනි වැඩසටහනක් සජීවීව විකාශය කරන්නට එන්න බැරි වුණා. අපි ගිය අවුරුද්දේ මොනරාගල මේ වැඩසටහන කරේ. ලබන අවුරුද්දේ අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා ත්‍රිකුණාමලයේ අම්පාර වැනි ප්‍රදේශවලට යන්න.
Maithripala Sirisena Padaraba, Roshan Ranasinghe.
Maithripala Sirisena Foundation, Roshan Ranasinghe, Janasahana Foundation, Tamankadua Division Secretariat, Polonnaruwa District Secretariat, 3 Armed Forces and Civil Defence Corps extended their support with the official sponsorship of Sampath Bank, AIA Insurance Company and Nestamalt. Women's and men's cycle races were flagged off today by the Rupa-Vahini Corporation's Director Administration, Palita Vijayasinghe. The distance of the cycle race is 90 kilometers. The cross-country race and several other events added colour to the New Year Festival. A musical show will also be held tonight. Rupa-Vahini has also organized a New Year Festival for Tamils and Muslims, symbolizing national unity. It was held at the Vavuniya Town Hall Stadium today. This is the first time that a media institution has organized a New Year Festival for Tamils and Muslims. The finals of the selection of Rupa-Vahini's Aurudu Kumari is the main attraction of the festival. The event is still in progress.
US Secretary of State John Kerry extends the New Year greetings to people of Sri Lanka. This was appeared in the Asian Tribune website today. The US Secretary of State hailed the government's program aimed at reconciliation among communities following the end of humanitarian operations. In his message of New Year greetings, Mr. Kerry noted that Sri Lanka's progress after 4 years of ending target terrorism should be lauded. Sri Lanka is leading in the process of resettlement of the displaced. The US Secretary of State expressed the belief that the new year dawn today will be a new beginning and expectations for all Sri Lankans. He extends greetings for Sri Lankans on behalf of the US government and its people. He also pledged the US government assistance for future development projects in Sri Lanka.
Some people are deprived of celebrating the New Year with their relatives and friends. A Rupa-Vahini crew toured the Colombo city to meet such individuals. The majority of people working in the city of Colombo are outsiders. Every year they visit their villages for the New Year. As a result, the city of Colombo becomes deserted. Only a few vehicles were seen on the roads of Colombo and suburban areas. The majority of shops were kept closed. However, employees of institutions providing essential services to the public have reported for duty setting aside the New Year holiday. Their services to ensure security of the people, treat patients and to streamline public transport services should be lauded by everyone. They said that they have reported for duty as they are committed to their service. Their service is essential.
The Vietnam War has recorded unforgettable memories in the American military history. Various military strategies of Viet Cong guerrillas had brought many defeats for US troops. Cu Chi Tunnel Network at Ho Chi Minh was one such sign of Vietnam military victory.
Cu Chi Tunnel was used by Viet Cong guerrillas as a hiding place during the US-Vietnam War. The military success of Vietnam was possible due to significant features of this tunnel. Viet Cong guerrillas had led a difficult life in the tunnel during the period of war. It was built with several layers to enable them to obtain food, fresh air and military logistics. It had provided heavy cover for Viet Cong guerrillas to escape from bomb attacks from US soldiers. Travelers visiting the area are given a special briefing on the memories of past at the tunnel network. Vietnam tourist guides are engaged for this purpose. Travelers will be able to get an understanding on the ancient lives of Viet Cong guerrillas from them.
To the washing, rewashing, and very happy. We call the tunnel rat, so they pump the water.
This is one of the booby trap which is used in the American-Vietnam War. This has been preserved for the tourists. Such booby traps can be seen throughout the park. Ancient remains of the US-Vietnam War were still evident at the park. The government of Vietnam has taken measures to conserve these remains to display it among thousands of visitors to the site.
Season and the dry season only. And the rainy season, they asking if
Sri Lanka Police Media Division says that the number of motor traffic accidents due to driving vehicles under the influence of liquor on the New Year Day has reduced significantly compared to the last year. Special police raids are being conducted countrywide to apprehend motorists who violate road traffic laws. Cases will be filed against 122 motorists who are under the influence of liquor. Meanwhile, 253 people were admitted to the Colombo National Hospital for treatment for their injuries sustained in accidents during the past 24 hours. 130 of them are still receiving residential treatment. 2 persons have sustained injuries due to explosion of crackers and fireworks. 5 motor traffic accidents were reported during the past 24 hours. 5 people died and 44 sustained injuries in these accidents. The most recent accident was reported from Koggala this evening. 3 people of the same family sustained injuries when their car collided with an express train running from Matara to Anuradhapura at the Vadua unprotected railway crossing.
Snakes are another creation of biodiversity. Zoologists pointed out that these serpents are very destitute type of animals. It is regretful that most of the people would tend to kill these snakes as and when they were seen by them. Some species of snakes are on the verge of extinction due to man-serpent conflict. Such rare species of snakes could be seen in the Hivela Zoo. Forestern sketch snake is such a snake who is also on the verge of extinction.
නාගයා වගේ ස්වරූපයක් ගන්න නිසා නාගමාපිලා කිව්වා. ලේ පාට වෙච්ච ඉඳලා ලේ මාපිලා කිව්වා. මෙයා ඇවිල්ලා දියලි කලාපයක් කෙනෙක්.
An officer attached to the Hivela Zoo, PP, said that catch snake is a snake species living in homes. It is similar to a snake due to its red color. It is belong to the dry zone. It is not sucking blood. It has a minute quantity of poison, he said. He added that there is a special first aid treatment for a bite of a serpent. It is essential to clean the place of the bite using water. The patient should be sent to hospital immediately. Such patients with snake bites should not be given food with protein, he said.
A very good evening to you. I'm Sharifah Tahir with the latest on sports. Chennai Super Kings beat Royal Challengers Bangalore by 4 wickets in their match of the Indian Premier League tournament played in Chennai. Royal Challengers Bangalore, batting first, scored 165 runs with a loss of 6 wickets in 20 overs. Virat Kohli scored 58. AB de Villiers scored 64. Chris Morris took 3 wickets. Chennai Super Kings reached the victory target of 166 runs, losing 6 wickets in 19.5 overs. Skipper MS Dhoni made 38.
With sports news, we conclude our night's news bulletin together with Chamindi and Sharifa. Wish you a very pleasant night.
Good night.